Or hello, my name's Jack, and today we'll be counting down my top 10 trees in GTA Online. So why don't we start with number 10? So this palm tree looking thing right here, well, I think it's number 10 because it's got a lot of factors going for it, like the nice looking bark on the side. It looks like a pineapple, doesn't it? Oh, and I like pineapples. You know, back home I used to carve pineapples and make them look like animals, just like the goats. My kids used to love them, but unfortunately all my goats ate them. Okay, so coming in at number 9 is this skinny tree right here. Now, I used to have a cousin. He was pretty skinny too, but he got so skinny he had to go to the hospital way, so that wasn't good. But fortunately, this tree looks healthy enough that it won't have to go to the hospital. Or you can see it's got a lot of skinny branches up at the top, just like my cousin's fingers. They were pretty skinny too, like chickens. Alright, so coming in at number 8 is this tree right here. Oh, but I guess you can't really call it a tree, eh? It's more of an overgrown bush. Oh, I know, because I've had certain experiences with my ex-wife, and like this bush, I guess she required a bit of trimming. And the bushes that surround it, I guess they all speak the same message, but I suppose it comes in at number 8 because it reminds me of back home. Oh, it's a lot of nostalgia coming in, and despite the fact that my wife left me, I still have feelings for her, but don't tell her that. Alright, welcome to number 7. As for this one, I've picked this tree because it looks like a deer's antlers, and I'm a big fan of nature myself. I've gone into the wilderness alone many times, and unfortunately I haven't seen any deer in real life, but well, I've seen what they look like from the movies and from the pictures. So I've come to like deer quite a lot, and this tree just reminds me of deer, and also it looks like a hand, you know, holding up the leaves at the top, and how there's no small branches or leaves near the bottom. It's like how, or the grass and stuff, or I mean the leaves are growing towards the sky, and it's really poetic like that, you know. Okay, so coming in at number 6 is this tall bugger right here. This tree comes in at number 6 because it reminds me of my uncle, or at least one of my uncles. My uncle was really tall, so I guess this tree just reminds me of how much he used to beat my cousins at work. Or they all worked for him, you see. He was the owner of a car dealership, and I think he treated people not very well, I guess I have to say. And unlike my uncle, this tree is actually rather beautiful, you know, under the sunlight. My uncle was an ugly fuck. Okay, so I'd just like to apologize real quick for swearing in that last clip. That wasn't very cool of me, and I'm sorry to those of you who I may have offended. But anyway, this is number 5. I picked this nice small tree because it reminds me of my pet dog. I used to have one until my new girlfriend took it away, but I'll tell you about that later, eh? I like to hug trees just like my dog, so I'm just gonna hug it real quick. Oh, that's not a hug. Okay, welcome to my 4th favorite tree in GTA Online. You see, I often come to this tree for spiritual relaxation, but unfortunately I'm not all that much a religious person, so this is about as much religious activity as I do. As you can see, the texture of this tree is kind of incorrect over here. As you can see, it is kind of off the ground, which is kind of like the rapture, in which the people that Jesus loves are like going to heaven. So I think this tree is going to heaven, And if I pray here, then...
Hey.
If I pray here, then, maybe I will go to heaven too. We are now entering my top 3 favorite trees in GTA Online. And coming in at number 3 is this beauty right here. This nice, sexy, long, stiff shaft of a tree is good because it resembles a part of me when I think about trees in general, because I have a very intimate passion for trees, as you can see, and talking about them makes me particularly erect. There's also a lot of hair growing on this tree, I mean leaves, and the leaves, oh, they resemble puberty. Okay, so this is my second favorite tree in GTA Online. As you can see, I'm way up high on this mountain, and this tree is kind of tilted off this mountain, and I like it because it kind of resembles the fact that life is all tilted, and sometimes we feel like we're falling, but we're not going to fall. Oh shit, I'm falling! We have now arrived at my favorite tree in GTA Online. Is this mean looking tree right here? Or right up by the trailer. And I like this tree because it's nice and fat, just like my Uncle George. My Uncle George used to eat 10 hamburgers a day, and then he got diabetes and then he died. Oh, it's kind of a shame. He actually died from a heart problem, but that's okay. He used to beat me up when I was a kid, so I think it all works out in the end, doesn't it? Anyway, this is my favorite tree. Oh, I climbed up. No. This is my favorite tree in GTA Online because it reminds me that to all fat people who hurt other people, you're gonna get what's coming to you.